I like to go to an affirming church because I get to see and communicate with people who are just like me, and I don't have to worry about my gender identity or sexual orientation being the first topic of conversation, which is a really great thing when I can just go to church and worship God.
We also made a commitment as a worship and music committee, and we display this sign in our front entryway that we are committed to Jesus' inclusion, his radical inclusion, his crossing of barriers of race, gender, ethnicity, and that we do this in our worship service.
In the future, Metropolitan will work closely with the Affirm Committee to make sure that those in the queer community are actively involved in all of our programming, events, and outreach.
It's been central to our identity since then, I think. After Francis is retired, we hired Ralph Karl Wuschke, who is a gay man, and he was our minister for the next 20 years, and also well-loved and an excellent pastor. And so it became, for us, central to our identity.
So since then, a committee was set up, of course, committee, Vision Keepers. And as the title says, we were to keep the vision of our mission statement and action plan that the congregation approved.
And today, we tell our stories. That's how we're public, intentional, explicit. The robe that I wear was given to me by a Catholic priest, kicked out of the church, the Catholic Church that is, in the 70s. He gave it to me as a gift. Each thread, each cloth, tells a story of his life and all the lives of LGBTQ+ people. Looking at the edges, celebrating the gift where together we can build the bridges over these many troubled waters.
Burton Avenue became an affirming ministry in January of 2019, when we collectively agreed to be public, intentional, and explicit in our commitment to be an affirming ministry. Why did we make that commitment? And why is it so important to us? Our journey started one Sunday with a question asked of one of our members while she was welcoming those entering at the front doors of the church. A young woman asked her, "Am I welcome to worship here? I'm gay, and I haven't been welcomed at many churches." How brave she was to ask that question. I wonder about the negative experiences she must have had at church in the past to make her so cautious. This conversation was the impetus for our connection with Affirm United and the decision to become an affirming ministry.
And I'm happy that we are an affirming church because the LGBTQ+2S community has been hurt quite often by other churches. And I'm so glad that we have a place to go, to feel safe, to be welcomed, and to be loved.